Today we're talking about Robinhood versus M1 Finance, the battle of the investing apps. It is going to be a doozy. I am going to lay them both out for you and kind of tell you the pros and cons and which one I like better, but I like them both. So we're gonna get into it. I've been growing both portfolios, Robinhood and M1 Finance. I started with Robinhood maybe 6 months prior to M1 Finance, and I've been growing them both for quite a while now, several months. They're right around $2,800, $3,000 depending on the day and what the market's doing, but they're both great platforms and I've really enjoyed learning about them and kind of digging in, playing around with them and seeing how they work. If you would like to try either of them, I do have links down below in the description box where you can sign up, and they are affiliate links, so I do receive a little bit of a kickback. You don't pay any more, you don't pay for them at all in general, but nothing extra for you. It's just a great way for you to support me and the channel, and I get a little bit of a kickback, so I really appreciate that. Welcome to Freedom in a Budget with freedominabudget.com, and here on YouTube, my channel is all about living life well on a budget, and they don't have to be constricting, but they give you freedom. And I am in the middle of a investing series, which is so much fun. I'm absolutely loving it. So definitely check out all my other investing videos, investing for beginners. I also have a blog post on this as well, comparing and contracting M1 Finance and Robinhood to kind of give you some more details. If you're a visual person, it's a great resource for you down below in the description box. All right, first we're going to talk about M1 Finance, and one of the great things about M1 Finance, it is 100% free. It is zero commissions, which is awesome. There is a $100 minimum to get started with M1 Finance, but that just goes into your portfolio. It's not a fee, like I said. Now, M1 Finance is a pie-based platform, and it's very different. We're going to look at the difference between M1 Finance and Robinhood, but M1 Finance is based upon pies and is a great visual when you're investing, and you can really kind of see, you know, how much of this stock you have, how much of this ETF, and how much of it takes up your pie. Are you way overbalanced in a certain area or a certain stock? Do you need to rebalance? Whatever it may be. A great thing about M1 Finance is you can have different types of pies. So if you want, you can have a tech pie, a dividend pie, a growth pie, a utility pie, whatever type of pie you want, and then you can kind of see which ones are outperforming the other ones. You know, is your tech pie doing really well? Is this pie doing better than this one? You know, do I want to concentrate more on this one because I'm seeing more growth in this one or higher payouts in this one, whatever it may be. And a really cool feature about M1 Finance is they have expert pies. They have pies that are pre-built for you. This is great if you're just getting started in investing. You don't really know how things work and whatever it may be. You can put X amount into a certain expert pie that is pre-built for you and then kind of see how that performs. And if you want, you can kind of battle it out with an expert pie versus a pie that you build yourself and see which pie outperforms the other pie. Now, my favorite part about M1 Finance is fractional shares. Fractional shares are amazing. They're really great, especially for people that, you know, are starting with investing and don't have a ton of money to put into their portfolio, but they just want to start learning and start getting into it. And they can do that with fractional shares. So in M1 Finance, you can buy a fractional share with as little as $10. So now if you're wanting to buy something like Ford is a relatively inexpensive stock. You can do that very easily. But say you want to buy Tesla, say you got a $100 birthday check in the mail from your grandma, from your aunt or someone, and you want to put that money into your portfolio and do the really fun, wise thing and say, hey grandma, thank you for $100, I'm going to put this into my portfolio. Well, say you want to buy Tesla. You can't buy Tesla typically because it's right now it's trading at about $700. So sorry. But with the M1 Finance, you can take that $100 and put that into your portfolio into Tesla as a fractional share and only buy a fraction of Tesla, which is really cool. So in that example, you get 1/7 of a share. So 0.14 of a share, but you're still getting into that company. And then if there's a dividend payout with that company, you would get that percentage of a dividend payout. I do have a video on dividends, how to calculate dividends, all of that. So go check out that video. It'll be up in the iCard and then also in the description box below. But that is a really great feature about M1 Finance is fractional shares and what they're able to do to help you build your portfolio. Another really cool thing about M1 Finance is they're not just stocks, they're not just ETFs, they have a lot of other features as well in retirement accounts. So some of the retirement accounts that they have are individual brokerage accounts, joint brokerage accounts, traditional IRAs, Roth IRAs, and trust accounts. That is great for if you're wanting to build a retirement account. You can do that right in M1 Finance. Another cool feature with M1 Finance is you're able to rebalance your portfolio. There's a feature that you can turn on or off with your portfolio and rebalancing it. So basically what you're doing is when you're making your pies, you're saying that you want this company to equal 10% of your pie, 20% of your pie, 50% of your pie, whatever percentage of your pie it is. And then if you're overbalanced, it can kind of throw you off. And like right now, if we look at my portfolio in M1 Finance, it is going to show that I am way off balance because I don't use this feature. I don't like to. I like to say, I want to put in $500 into Tesla. I want to put in this amount of money to this company, this amount of money to this company. I don't use it the way that a lot of people do, to be honest. But that's just how I personally use the app. So right now, look at how overbalanced I am in Tesla. I have $828 worth of the Tesla right now, but only $141 worth of Target. So these pies, if you're looking at them, they're all the same size. They should all be, I think it's 10% of my portfolio, or all, I'm sorry, at 20. They're all should be 5% in my portfolio, but Tesla is way overbalanced. And then if we go down here, Delta is way underbalanced. So if I wanted to rebalance my pie, I can just hit that button and it's going to rebalance. And what that's going to do is going to sell and buy off shares to make sure that everything is around the same price. That's a feature you can use if you want. I personally don't use that feature, but it is there if you want to. And lastly, M1 Finance is very long-term based. It's not typically for day traders, or it's not typically for the people that are just wanting to buy and sell stocks. It is for the long term. And part of that is they only have one trading window. So if you're a long-term investor, that's okay. Robinhood has more of an open window with that. But with M1 Finance, if you're a long-term investor, then you don't care if it's going to be up a little bit, down a little bit. In the long term, in the long haul, it doesn't matter to you because you're thinking about the next 30 years. You're not thinking about trying to get the best price on the stock, and if it goes up $2 and you're screwed and you don't want it anymore, to you it really doesn't matter. So only one trading window throughout the day on M1 Finance. If you do want to upgrade, then they do have a second time during the day. But for the basic person, they only have one trading window. Before we get into Robinhood, I would love for you to hit the like button. Let me know if you guys like this video. If you don't like this video, hit the thumbs down. That's totally okay with me as well. Subscribe to my channel, Freedom in a Budget. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to turn on notifications. Okay, now we're going to talk about Robinhood. Robinhood, oh, I love Robinhood. I have both platforms I love for different reasons. Robinhood to me is just so simple. It is just you buy stock, you sell stock, whatever you want to do, you can do it. Very, very easy to understand. When I started using Robinhood, I opened up the app, I bought a couple stocks. It was very clear, it was very black and white for me to use. When I first started using M1 Finance, I was like, what the heck is going on? How do I do this? How do I do that? Why can't I just buy a stock? Why do I have to rebalance? And I don't want to sell something to buy something. I was just so confused. So Robinhood is a lot simpler to use. It's a lot more user-friendly, especially for the beginner investor. Now, as I started using M1 Finance, it became a lot easier for me. Like anything, the more you use it, the more you're able to really get in and play around, and then it's simple, it's easy, just like anything in life. So Robinhood is very simple, very easy to use. And like M1 Finance, it is $0. $0 to sign up, $0. You actually, if you use the link in the description box, you actually get a free stock when you sign up, which is great. So you're going to start out your portfolio when you use that link with a stock, with something in it. So honestly, you're making money, which is great. A cool thing about Robinhood that M1 Finance have is crypto. Now, people have their whatever opinion about crypto that you want to have, but it does have the capability. So if you do want to buy crypto, if you want to buy Bitcoin, whatever you want to, you can do that in Robinhood, which is a cool feature that you can do. Obviously, Bitcoin is trading very, very high. It's a currency. It's not like a typical stock. So with that, you can put in X amount that you want to buy. You don't have to go and you don't have to buy $8,000 and have that because it's a currency. So it's a little bit different. But like I said, Robinhood does have cryptocurrencies. One thing about Robinhood that it does not have is it does not have dividend reinvesting. So you have to go ahead and reinvest your dividends, but Robinhood and M1 Finance, they both have their dividends. They come to you as buying power. So say you receive $6 worth of dividends, this month from one stock or whatever it is, that's going to become buying power. So then when you go to make your next purchase of a stock, say it's $100, you only have to put in $94 because buying power was $6 from that dividend. And it's just going to sit in there as buying power until you either take it out of Robinhood or you reinvest it. I personally recommend reinvesting dividends, but that's a whole other topic for a whole other video that I did earlier. So like I said about Robinhood, it's a stock-based portfolio. It's a stock-based platform, whereas M1 Finance is more of a portfolio-based platform. So stock-based, it's very cut and clear of, these are my stocks, this is how much I have, this is how many shares I have, this is how the dividends are paid out. It's very cut and clear. It's very easy. It's very user-friendly. I love that aspect of Robinhood. It is so cut and dry. I want to know how much a stock is. I can just go and you can do that with M1 Finance as well, but it's a couple more steps and it's a little bit more complex than it is in Robinhood. Robinhood is so user-friendly. They have a open trading window throughout the day. So during that trading window, you can buy and sell stocks as you please. So like I said, this is more of an active trading platform. If you are doing a little bit more of active trading versus long haul, then you can do that on Robinhood. So I want to buy this stock right now. This is the price it's going to be. I'm getting it for that price. And they also have extended hours as well. Next is 5 passive income ideas. So I can earn you up to $1,000. Click here to watch that video. And if you want to watch my Investing for Beginners playlist, click here.